Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Erin's Tea. Today's episode is going to be about iced tea. It's coming to that time of year where it's warm outside, and instead of downing just plain old water or juice that's filled with calories, you can drink iced tea. Now, I've had a lot of questions about iced tea lately, so we're going to do a little bit of a series with it because not all iced tea is made the same. Today we're going to start off with an herbal iced tea. So we happen to be using David's Tea's Tropicalia, which is supposed to taste like a pina colada. So we'll see. One of the most important things that you're going to want to remember about iced tea is that when you're making it, you are going to brew it at double the strength. So for a steeper like this, where I usually use 1.5 teaspoons, I used 3 teaspoons. So I like my tea a little bit stronger, so I added a little bit more, but it depends how strong you like your regular tea. The other thing you're going to need is your glass or bottle filled with ice. And that's why you make it double strength, because you are going to be diluting this tea in here as the ice melts. So you are going to follow the same temperature guidelines. So for herbals, it's boiling water. And the best thing about herbals for iced tea is that you can actually leave them steeping overnight. You don't have to follow the steeping timelines for herbals. So this has been steeping for probably about 20 minutes or so. And I'm going to go ahead and pour it over. By the way, this Tropicalia smells amazing. And if you guys haven't seen one of the videos when I first did herbal teas, the cool thing about herbal tea, you can actually eat it. It's edible. So this has pineapple, it has apple, coconut. So let's go ahead, mystery fruit. I'm pretty sure that was apple. So you can actually eat it. Maybe if you're having yogurt or something, you can put that in there. Anyways, the reason I put it in a bottle is because I'm impatient and I'm going to shake it up. So I'm going to wait till my ice kind of settles a little bit. Now, while this is chilling, I'm going to tell you how to make a bigger portion. So, generally you can find these Takaya sets. I got mine at David's, but you can buy them online. Go to Amazon, they're on there. And I love my set. So I used this one primarily to make a pot of tea in, but you can actually make iced tea. So what I would do with this one, again, I would fill it halfway or so with ice, and then I would make a double strong pot of tea in this one. Then you can pour it over, and then you can actually leave this infuser with the herbal tea inside, put it in the fridge. Now, if you don't want to pour it, since say you don't have a ton amount of ice, you don't have to pour it over ice. You can brew a whole bunch of water, put the steeper thing in there, put the herbal tea in there, and let it cool down, and you can stick it in the fridge, and it'll be cool the next day. So keep in mind, if you don't have a lot of ice, there are options. All right, so let's go ahead and taste the iced tea. So I can feel it's nice and cold. You know what it smells like? You know those Lifesavers that are supposed to be the pineapple kind? That's what it smells like. Let's go ahead and taste it. My gosh, that's like drinking candy. It totally tastes like a pina colada. It's actually a little bit sweet. That's really, really good. So when you're making iced tea, keep in mind you want a lot of ice. You want to make your tea double strong. Follow the temperature guidelines. So say you're not making herbals, don't use boiling water with green tea. Keep that in mind when you're making your iced tea. You can steep it overnight. If you're using herbals, you can leave the herbals in there as long as you want to. And if you like your tea a little bit stronger, add a little bit more in there. You can add a whole bunch of different sweeteners if you want. The best one for you is probably stevia, not agave nectar. But That's all about your preference. So, until next time, that's tea to me. Happy sipping.